Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, a show where we take your specific stock questions with the top market experts who can advise you right here on the show as to what should be your own strategy on certain stocks. But before we take ahead and talk to you about all the questions that you've sent us, quickly a way to send in your questions to us. You can send it to us via the WhatsApp channel or the WhatsApp number that's flashing on your screen. Send it to us with your name, your location, along with the question and your contact details as well. Alternatively, you can also use the social media platform, the YouTube channel where you're watching us and on the show as well. You can send us your questions via the comment section here, or in case you're joined in on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn or Instagram, you can explore those channels and send us your questions and we will take them. But first up, top headlines for you this hour. Bombay Stock Exchange share crashes over 18% in today's trading session after SEBI's directive on contract fees. Benchmark indices trading on a strong footing in trade today. Sensex trades 570 points higher, while the Nifty is hovering in at 22,539. Banking and financial services gain in trade. IREDA shares surge over 12% in the intraday trade, and that's after the government has granted a Navratna status to the company. Warm welcome to our viewers and time to introduce our guest to you. Today's top market expert with us is Shivangi Sada, analyst at Equity Derivatives and Technicals at Motilal Oswal Financial Services. Shivangi, very welcome to you on Business Today TV. Do tell us, how do you really look at the current momentum in the markets and is it a great time to stay invested?
Sakshi, thank you for having me. Of course, it's a lovely day in the Indian indices because we've seen that there has been strong support-based buying even after Black Friday. And the good part is that on week basis, we are, inching upwards with, the put writers creating a good base for themselves, which indicates that May series, although, is going to remain volatile because of the events and elections in hand. But then again, we are seeing that the bulls are strongly in action. So we are expecting the recent lifetime high of 22,775 in the Nifty with a crucial support of 22,400 levels. So buy on decline. And for Bank Nifty, as we are seeing that after a lot of underperformance, this index is also showing signs of strength, especially the private banks in action. And, it's inching higher towards its lifetime high levels as well. So here also, any small decline could be utilized for buying. Even after the opening today, we are seeing that there has been a quite strong buying interest at every level. So we are looking at, 49,250 as the immediate level to watch out, and then 49,500 eventually for the series. And as a support, 48,500 would be crucial to watch out for.
Okay, so that's the overview on the market. Straight on to the questions that we are getting for you, Shivangi. A lot of those people are writing to us on our YouTube channel, as well as we've got a number of questions on our WhatsApp number too. I'll start off by taking the first question from Sandeep Pancharya, and this is from our YouTube channel that he's been watching and sending us the question on. Popular Vehicles and Services Limited, 65 shares is what he holds at 295 rupees. In case you track this stock, could you tell him? He's asking whether he should hold or sell these shares at this point in time, Popular Vehicle and Services, and what would your view be?
This is not a particular stock that we track very regularly, but from the auto and auto ancillary space, stocks are looking quite positive, and one can look out for the momentum stocks in this pocket.
Okay, all right. Let's take the next question. This is from Swati. She's saying, hello, ma'am. Hi, Swati. How are you? She wants to know on Ashok Leyland, what should she do? She has bought these shares. We do not know the quantity, but at 186.5 is her buying price. And she wants to know what could be the next target on Ashok Leyland, staying with the auto space then.
The auto ancillary pack is quite positive, and we've seen a good run up in Ashok Leyland as well. Stock has seen a good follow up action after the price volume surge that we've seen in the last session. And it's although it's inching towards its resistance level, but the kind of volumes that we're seeing here is all set to surpass this level and hold. So, you can hold the stock for the next 195 odd levels, and 180 would be a crucial support which can act as a stop loss for you.
Okay, let's take in the next question. This is coming on our WhatsApp channel. This is Akshita Thapa from Assam. She has written to us and she wants to know, ma'am, if you could suggest stocks for fresh investment. Shivangi, this is for you. Any particular stock? We do not know what is her time horizon, etc. Her risk appetite as of now is unable. We are unable to assess from the message that she sent us. But in case you have looked at some of the stocks which do have potential the recent medium to short term kind of a time frame, if you can suggest to us any one or two stocks that could be invested at the fresh levels.
For stock specific, I'm looking at Lemon Tree, which is looking quite positive. The stock has, given a 4 month range breakout. It's surpassing its higher zones, and the stock is, trading at, fresh highs. The good part is that the volumes that have been added in the last week are quite attractive. RSI is also showing positive signs of divergence over here, which is going to take the stock higher. This consolidative base indicates that this stock is quite sustainable. So we can look at 155 immediately and then 160 levels for this stock with a support of 147 zone.
All right, so I hope that answers your question. All right, there is one more question that is coming, and this is from Shivam on our YouTube channel, and he wants to know from you, Shivangi, as far as IRFC is concerned. Now, I'll tell you something very interesting. Shivam has been a constant, viewer of ours and of daily calls for the last 1 week, and every day he's come up with a question on IRFC. He's been talking about his potential losses of 5 to 6,000 rupees, and today he's mentioned that he's finally come out of losses on IRFC with the recent momentum. It's crossed the 160 mark. Now he wants to know what should his next target be and when should he look to exit this stock. I hope today's answer will actually help you understand, Shivam, what should your view be and what should your strategy be on IRFC. Shivangi, to you.
Looking at this pocket, it's quite attractive. Even IRCTC, for that matter, is looking, quite good from these levels. Now, specifically, if we talk about IRFC, we've seen that this stock did go in a lot of sideways to consolidative mode. But good interest is showing from the last 1 week after a series of, underperformance. So, good part is that the now stock has taken support near its exponential moving average and all set for a new high. So we are looking at 165 immediately and then 170 levels to watch out for. But keep trailing your stop losses higher. 158 would be the immediate level, which would help you to act as a support.
All right. I hope that answers your question, Shivam, on IRFC, and then you can finally talk about other stocks also on the channel. We'll be looking forward to your questions on those too now. The next question we've got from our WhatsApp number, and this is from Nandini. She's written to us from Chennai, and she wants to know from you, Shivangi, should she invest in metal and oil and gas stocks? Of course, this is the recent time we've actually seen metal stocks rallying like never before. Oil and gas space being in the thick of action now, be it the upstream companies, be it the downstream companies, the gas space. This has been a constant mover. Both of these sectors have actually been outperforming the index as well, the benchmark index as well. How would you advise on metals and oil and gas? Is it still a good space to stay invested in? And in case you could give one or two names from both these pockets.
So we've seen a good run up in both these pockets, and especially Nifty Metal has been driving the index in the last week that we've seen. Also, oil and gas space is quite positive, but we are seeing that there has been a very good run up. So some sort of a cool off would be a good level to entry in this pocket. Alternatively, ONGC is a good stock. It's a stable stock which one can look for, investment purpose. So we can, look for 290 and then 300 odd levels over here in this stock. Also, some of the, power and gas are stocks are, going to remain in focus.
Okay, got that. So I hope that answers your question too, Nandini. Let's take the next question, and this is from our YouTube platform again. KD Pradhan wants to know from you, Shivangi, as far as Madhav Infra project is concerned. Now, this is a small cap company. In fact, the stock is also very small ticket. I think it's just hovering at around 10 odd rupees or something. Just about 4 days back, the company had bagged about a 330 crore rupees solar power project as well. So the question Mr. Pradhan wants to know is it a fundamentally strong stock to invest in, because it's a very small ticket penny size stock. So it's very important for us to really understand whether there is a grave risk in such stocks, or is there something fundamentally positive that one can look at it.
So talking about, this stock, it's the liquidity is quite low as compared
Yeah.
to the other stocks. So it'll be difficult to comment on this stock. However, one should look for, more stable parent companies to look for investment for a good return.
Okay, got that. We'll take another question, and this is from Tisha from Rajkot. She wants to know on Suzlon. She has 250 shares of Suzlon. She bought it at 25 rupees. Now she wants to know from you that should she book profit. Of course, Shivangi, we do know that this stock has a very, very volatile past. It's been a wealth destructor. Well, once upon a time, the stock was trading in 3 digits and even more as well. So if you look at the long-term history, but in the recent past, the time when the entire power space, renewable space, that had started to buzz, again the stock has been constantly buzzing. Now at 41, Tia has got this at 25 rupees odd. So considerable amount of profit is what she's already been holding on to. Should she hold on or should she book?
This is one stock which has caught attention from the last 2 years itself, and we've seen that there is a gradual shift in the base on the higher zones. But purely speaking about technical, the stock is quite volatile, and one should maintain a stop loss as well. And understanding the risks of such a volatile stock, one should look at 40 levels, which would act as a crucial support. Of course, we should even trail it higher. 44 is the next targets that we can look out for.
44 is the next target that we can look out for. So you can continue to hold on till that target as of now, Tia. I hope that answers your question too. Let's take the next question. This is again, we've got on our WhatsApp number. Shobit Mishra has written to us. This is from Greater Noida. His question is, should I invest in new age tech stocks? Now we do know again, some of the stocks from this space, Shivangi, have been on the bus, like Zomato, for example, has been a clear outperformer. Even though the others, there have been some volatility even now. Are there other names other than Zomato also that look positive to you, or would you like to stick to Zomato in this space?
You said new age counter, Zomato was the first stock which came on my mind, and this is one stock which has remained on the uptick right from the last 11 odd months. So we've seen higher tops, higher bottom formation over here on a month-on-month basis. Weekly also the stock is quite strong, and one should go for this stock at any small decline. So this is one stock which we are looking at 200 on an immediate level, and then 220 positionally as a target. So one can go for that. 188 will act as a crucial support.
Okay, I hope that answers your question too. All right, there's another question that is coming to us. This is from our YouTube viewer again. Shahid R has written to us, and Shahid wants to know from you, Shivangi, if you could recommend 2 or 3 pharma stocks for long-term buy and hold at this current space. We've been looking at a lot of buzz, especially in the diagnostic space of late. Shivangi. But when we look at the mainstream pharma names, there are just very far and few between that have been holding on to some gains. What is your overview on the pharma stocks, and are there any 2 or 3 stocks that are looking good at the current levels for the long term?
So see, pharma is quite volatile, and it is affected by a lot of news as well. So this is one stock which I wouldn't recommend for a long-term perspective. Although trading, if we look at, there could be some of the names like Dr. Reddy one which we can look out for. But for positional purpose, definitely I would not recommend pharma because of its high beta and volatile nature.
Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Shahid, at this point in time. Anything alternatively would you like to advise to him?
So, one can go for stocks like IRCTC, and then Lemon Tree is one good, stock which is on the radar and looking for a good positive uprun with very strong follow up over here. So, these are the pockets that one can look out for.
Okay, tourism as well as railways. So those two spaces, hotels and railways, that's going to be in the buzz. Lemon Tree and IRCTC, those are the stocks that Shivangi is looking at positively as of now. The other question we've again got from our WhatsApp number is Rishabh Kothari. He's written to us from Hyderabad and he says that I'm a fresh investor. Please guide me on how to build a good portfolio. Well, it's a good question to start off with, Rishabh, but you need to specify if you're looking to create a portfolio which is filled with different asset classes or within the stock market and filled with different stocks as well. This is a show where we do talk about different stocks and specific stocks. There are other shows where we cater to all your mutual fund needs as well. So potentially in case you're interested in mutual funds, then you can address it to other shows. But if you're interested in stock specific creating of a portfolio, then I could perhaps ask Shivangi to give us a sense of a fresh investor starting off with and you need to tell us what is your risk appetite and what is your horizon if you are a short term investor or a long term. Those are the details that are missing. But for an average fresh investor, how would you really advise, Shivangi, at this point in time to start off with?
The best time to invest in equity was 10 years back, and the second best time is right now. So, definitely one should start investing if not already invested. And when we talk about equity, your portfolio should be designed in such a manner that 50% of the stocks are with, the Nifty ETFs or replicating the index portfolio. And the other, 50% should be a mix of, the mid caps and sector specific theme, which, one could keep churning on with respect to the themes and ideas in momentum. So this is how your portfolio should look like. Of course, keeping in mind your risk and appetite, we should also look for stocks if for more towards the mid cap if you have a good risk appetite, or towards more of the large cap if you do not wish to have the risk appetite like that. So this is how you should design your portfolio. Of course, there should be a mix of diversification as well in terms of the sectors, which would protect any capital loss.
Okay, I hope that answers your question as well, Rishabh from Hyderabad. Do tell us in case there are other things that you want to know. You can write in to us again and we can put your question to other guests. Be more specific this time and do tell us in great detail as to what your vision is with respect to your own investment expectations from the stock markets too. We'll take one more question from our YouTube viewer, and this is from Vikram, who's written to us that if you could suggest any election-based stocks which can give good returns over the next 6 months. Well, of course, the pre-election rally started off, I think, about 1.5 months ago, and we've been seeing a whole host of election promises-related stocks also buzzing in trade. But anything else that stuck to your attention as well, Shivangi, that you can advise?
So regarding the elections, of course, we've seen that the pre-election rally has been quite comprehensive as to many of the sector pockets have participated in this rally. But then again, for one such specific stock, I would like to look at L&T, which is quite promising from these levels. We've seen that, it has respected its 50 daily exponential moving average from the last 3 to 4 times. And good support based buying can be seen at these levels as well. This stock is relatively resilient as compared to the volatility in the market. So this should, this should be added to the portfolio for this theme to play out. And 3,800 is the next targets that we're looking at for this stock with a support of 3,550.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Shivangi, for sharing with us such wonderful views and various stock ideas that you shared with all our viewers, addressing all the queries as well. Truly a pleasure to always host you on Business Today. Time to wrap up our special edition daily calls for today. And viewers, you can write into us in case you're also getting stuck with any of the stocks that are in your portfolio. You want to invest afresh. You do not know where to start. Which are the top stocks that you can look at? Well, then please write into us, because this is the show where we actually get to the top market experts, which can give you authentic advice as to how should you really move, because these are SEBI registered investors. They are from top brokerage houses in India that address your queries live on this show. So you can write into us on the WhatsApp number that's flashing on your screens. Don't forget to mention your name, location and your contact details along with the question when you send this to us. Also, you can alternatively use our YouTube platform where the show you watch on a live platform as well, and you can send us your questions via the comment section. Also, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. These are the platforms where Business Today Television is widely present, and you can check all of these platforms, like and subscribe to all the platforms that are present over there, and continue to be in touch and send us your questions on those platforms too. Hello and welcome. You are watching Business Today Television. I am Sakshi Batra, and this is the earnings special edition on Business Today Television. And the company on our radar for this edition